Would you consider a KSI fight?
KSI's never fought anyone good.
I'm only laughing because he's laughing,
Why?
brother.
Why?
Because he fought you.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
You got your ass kicked.
You let all of us down, including Drake.
Can we start this episode over?
Bro.
Me versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Who is Seth Rollins? Because he sounds like a fucking.
Was the highest, biggest promoter of Prime in the history. Don't give me any Prime. Fire it up! Take Prime!
Jake, are you ready?
I'm always ready.
We'll see.
No way. Yes.
A job and a life, but no, he doesn't listen.
Bro.
Because he is a hobo. He lives in a shopping cart and a backpack is his roof.
Yo, classic.
Welcome back to Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. What you just heard was the first ever music video song that Jake and I made as 10 and 11-year-old YouTubers. It was a song called Jake is a Hobo. And banger.
You
Honestly,
have to put the
out
music
of
video up too.
Yeah,
you had a music video,
bro.
And he's like playing the piano.
It was gnarly. Jake's dressed in hobo outfit, eating his thumb.
That-
I'm like
that's
in the
the-
bushes.
Out of all the songs the Pauls have ever released, that is my favorite by a long shot.
Yeah,
we have been at this for a while. Jake, I found my old MacBook from 2007, dude.
And all the videos
Been
are
having a field day. You wouldn't believe the content that we made.
Way.
And I'm obviously 2 years older than you, so I'm wondering how much of it you remember. Like, do you
I
remember? Do you remember Scarred?
Yeah. No, I remember these videos are on a Google Drive though.
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah, I had the Google Drive.
Do you- oh no way!
But it's the unreleased like random ones that are sometimes the funniest.
Yeah. It's the outtakes. Seeing how I was as a child in the like bloopers is so much more entertaining to me than just watching the actual shitty content that we made back then. Because it was
But
pretty.
we were hilarious in those.
That song's radio ready.
I
heard that song last night, dude, and we had to sit on it all night to play it for the podcast today. And I could listen to that song at the gym. I could play that song for a girl on a date.
Like
that's
MTV
a banger,
made
bro.
the Seamus one. Is
yeah.
Next level.
I want to set the stage beyond just being in Puerto Rico. You don't give a shit about this show anymore. Let's be honest. Even if you did, it's like bands that hate each other that have to get on stage every night and play for the audience. Like, yo, let's do our hit song. We don't even fucking like each other, dude. Like, and we have to sit
That's
here
not
and
true.
pretend
That's
to
not
be
true. I
friends.
like Mike. George.
Well, he's about to.
You
redeem
don't
it.
say.
He's about to. All right, this is all jokes.
People are like, how do you let them treat you like that? I go, on camera is a blessing.
What
You
did I
should see
tell you?
behind the fucking scenes.
Yeah, right. George is
did I tell
dancing on
you?
my counters all morning with his dick out.
First of all, my dick was not out.
No, you should see behind the scenes.
that mic sounds so.
I hope they see behind the
That
scenes.
mic sounds so bad.
Jake, I'm nervous for this
You
episode.
say when they say how do you let them put up with that shit or whatever? Just say money.
Oh, that is it.
That is the reason.
The
That
money's
is-
not even that good, bro. It's fucking pathetic, to be honest. It's really bad. I found out what Nelk makes, and I was like, I gotta switch
That's
teams,
not-
bro.
that
This is
part's not
fucked
true.
up.
What Bob Menery?
Bop.
Bob Menery.
Can we get the?
Jake, I'm nervous for this episode.
Why?
Why?
I'll tell you why. You're our #1 most recurring guest, and I think this may be the most pivotal episode featuring Jake Paul we've ever had. I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. You just beat Tommy Fury.
Yeah, 7-0. It's honestly really good, really good. Going to the Amalfi Coast tomorrow to celebrate with a yacht.
Great. No, so the opposite
Great,
happened.
yeah.
No, you probably had a pretty difficult loss to Tommy Fury, a member of the Fury family, this past weekend, and we were able to snag you to get you on this episode to talk about just how you're feeling. Yeah, it was you. It was you. In Saudi Arabia, it was you. Split decision loss. Tough call.
I lost.
Yeah.
Only by a couple points, but it happened. And I'm here to ask you, brother to brother. I know we've been talking and going through about how you feeling.
About
Yeah,
what?
Man, you got your ass kicked. Bro.
About what?
Whoa.
About what?
Dude, Tommy fucked you up, bro.
Me?
I'm in like shooting range, and I feel like I shouldn't be talking.
He's still got a strong right, brother. Watch
He
out.
does. He does.
Watch out.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well,
That's
do
it,
you
huh?
care to expand?
Honestly, that's it.
So-
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about it today. Like, damn, I feel like people probably get like really, really sad over a loss, but I mean, it just doesn't feel like a loss.
I was reading some comments on the podcast that we put out on BS with Jake Paul, and people seem to be really supportive because you're handling it so well. And truthfully, one of the comments said this. I'll just reiterate it, but the only place that it really seems like you lost is on your boxing record.
100%. This is a gift from the universe, but if we're talking about in terms of life and my, personal growth as a human being, then this is a gift from the universe. This is a win because I want to be happy and love myself and have, eternal confidence regardless of any situation. And this put me so many steps closer to that because I thought my identity lied so much in winning and beating everyone and being undefeated and being some badass, tough person who never loses. I'm this, I'm that, boom, making all this money. And after I lost, I was like, you know what? None of that's like what actually makes me awesome. My identity is just who I am, and that's all I need to be.
All
And
right, well, now
that's
that-
good enough.
That was nice. But now that the identity politics are over, I got to ask you this question, Jake. What the fuck happened, bro? You let all of us fucking down, including Drake. What happened, bro?
Yeah.
I appreciate you, and I know a lot of learning lessons are tied to our failures and losses. Look at this fucking kid.
Yeah.
The only reason he's here right now is because how many times he fucked up. But I need to know right now what went wrong, bro.
Everything. Tommy didn't win the fight. I lost it. I was not good. I was not on my A game. I didn't implement the game plan. My legs were weak going into the fight. I think I cut the weight improperly in such like a 7-week camp. Normally we do like 12-week camps because I'm behind the 8 ball. I got to catch up to these guys. I got to be extra sharp. We squeezed in this camp. I mean, bro, I don't even want to sit here and make excuses. Like I lost the fight. I wasn't at my best. And it's that simple.
Do you feel like kind of relieved now in the next fight? You're like, you got the loss out of the way. So it's like there's no more like perfect record. So you could just go in being a fighter.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think the pressure, a little bit of pressure is good, but I think I had a lot of pressure, and the stakes just kept on getting higher and higher after each fight. So yeah, now there's definitely like more relaxation going into it. And a lot of things played a factor, man. Like even getting a point deducted like right away in the first round, I'm like, damn, now I'm already down another round.
Sorry,
now I got to
that was
fight
round
even
1?
harder.
No, I think it was 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I meant in the beginning of the fight.
First. Okay, got it.
In the beginning of the fight. And it's like, damn, like now I'm already down another round, and it's only like the 3rd or 4th round. So now I have to fight even harder to gain that round back, and then you start making sloppy mistakes and stuff. But dude, I don't know. It's the hardest sport in the world, and you have to have a peak moment. You're only able to show up in that one moment on that one night, and if you're not feeling good, if you're not feeling in your flow state, if your legs are weak, if whatever you're feeling and it's just not there, you can't really fake it.
It's part of the reason I have so much respect for fighters because there is no excuse for you to not be at 100% when you walk into that ring. In a world where excuses run rampant, like if you don't wake up on the day and feel 100%, too bad. You still got to fight. You still got to back your words up and show up at 100%. And good luck if you're feeling like shit that day. It's if you wake up that morning and sneeze 3 times.
That still will forever be
thinking that in my head,
the
but I
best
didn't
thing
say
I've
it.
ever
I
heard.
did not. I sneezed 3 times.
3 times.
I just fucking. That was hilarious.
Well, did that happen to you?
No.
I will say, I told
How many
Bell when
times
I
did you
saw you on
sneeze?
TV when you were coming out of your locker room, I go, he's not in it right
I
now.
was flat. Very, very flat.
Yeah.
When me and him connected, I want to talk tactically about the fight quite a bit, or for a little bit. But when we connected after the fight, I personally have always looked at you as a fighter. You are a fighter, and a real fucking fighter. And I look at KSI in a similar department. I want to talk about that down the line. But when you went out there and I watched that fight and I downloaded it and digested it, when I thought to myself what had just happened, it looked to me like you were a fighter.
Tommy was boxing.
And Tommy Fury was a little bit of a better boxer.
He's a boxer.
And I want to ask you on your good day, on your perfect day, wake up, feel great, legs feel great, in the zone. are you as good of a boxer as Tommy Fury is?
Yeah, 100%. I beat him, I believe, like 8 to 9 times out of 10. And this just happened to be one of those times. And it is what it is. He had a great performance, by the way.
I was
Like,
gonna say
he stepped up to the plate.
Fantastic.
I was gonna say you talked about pressure earlier, and you did have a lot of pressure, but guess who else had a ton of fucking pressure?
He had more pressure.
Tommy
I feel.
Fury, dude, and that type of pressure can crack someone. When he was walking out, you know, I wasn't sure if I saw him, I don't know, quivering a little bit, or if he was going to step up to the plate, and sit, and he did step up to the plate, and I gotta be honest, like, although I talk shit about him, and I'll probably continue to, the guy was a warrior that night, and he stepped up to the plate in a big fucking way. Big bullocks on that guy. He made his family proud, and I said it before, but I mean, congrats to the Furies, even though you beat my little brother.
No, congrats to them, bro. Overnight superstar, made the kid a millionaire, and I don't see why there's not a reason to run it back at some point. You know, the business side of it was massive. It was one of the biggest events in boxing in recent years. It'll probably be the biggest fight of this year.
Can you say the numbers?
I can't. But it's massive. Really,
Can you say
massive.
it, and can we bleep them out?
Yeah.
Let's do it, something like that.
Yeah. The pay-per-views buys.
Fat.
Ooh. That's a
sick.
lot.
That's sick.
That's a lot, dude.
So that's why I'm pumped for the rematch, because I think when you beat Tommy, it'll set up the perfect trilogy fight, and everyone from their generation remembers these epic trilogy fights.
Yeah.
And if you and Tommy are dance partners for years down the line, just going back and forth, I think it's just so entertaining.
Yeah, I guess for him, I think he has to like prove himself, because from his standpoint, he came up to me afterwards too when we were in the medical offices. He's like, "Bro, you did great. I've been doing this since I was 6." And when I think about it, I'm like, damn, like, what have you been doing for all those years? Because you're not that good. Like, I've been doing this for 3 years.
You just wiped his
mean,
face on your ass with that
bro.
compliment.
I mean-
Hey, man, you did really good job. He goes, yeah, well, you fucking suck, bro. You started at 6. What the fuck have you been doing?
Yeah, but honestly, though,
it's true. Jake's been doing this for 3
for
years.
3
No,
years,
but it was just
and
a
I
nice
put
thing.
him down onto the canvas, and like arguably
That was
on so many analysts, so many professional judges, so many professional fighters scored me to win the fight. So in Tommy's, I'm just saying from his point of view, like, I think he should want to come back and really silence me and beat me in a proper way and not a controversial win.
Beyond other people making that statement, and I won't share my feelings on it just yet, but I want to ask you, do you in your heart feel like there's any way that fight could have been a victory for you?
I think it was a draw, honestly.
I think you would have been lucky to get a draw. I think he beat you.
But regardless, yeah, I haven't watched the fight. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sitting here and saying that I should have won or whatever. I'm saying like it probably could have been a draw.
It could have been a
Got
draw.
it.
But I'm saying is that Tommy should want to come back and like actually beat me properly. Kind of like when I beat Tyron Woodley, it was controversial.
Like a knockout.
Yeah, no. The first time.
Oh, sorry.
It was controversial. It was kind of like, damn, that could have gone either way. And I wanted to come back and prove myself. And the saying of the next fight was leave no doubt. And so I think that that's the beauty of what Tommy should do here is leave no doubt.
So this is where it gets interesting, because what's going to convince him to do that? Why would he fight you again knowing you were at about 70%?
Money.
Why would he? Money, right? So
Has to
but
be. And
also-
also, it's the biggest stage he's going to be boxing on right
but
now.
he did it technically once. How do you get him back in that ring?
But dude, that's a weird question too, because he's saying 70%. We're sitting here saying 70%, but Tommy could be sitting in the UK saying, "Bro, that was easy work." Even if he was at 100%, that was easy work. That's just just what we're saying. So you can't like try to get into his brain.
Him at 70%.
No, I get that. But I'm just saying in Tommy's eyes, he might just look at that and be like, I don't care if he's 70, 90, 150, bro. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I don't
put
know.
him
I don't know
away.
any easy work that went to a very
No.
close
But
split
what I'm
decision.
saying is he may just look at that as just like an excuse.
But again, it's money. You know, the kid made a decent amount of money for this fight. For the rematch, he would make life-changing
Generational wealth.
generational wealth. So he'd be stupid not to do it, honestly.
You know just how much we love to attend UFC fights, and sometimes we need our own tickets. Or maybe you want to attend Jake's next fight. That's why we are glad the sponsor of today's episode is SeatGeek. You guessed it, with over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. There's a little thing called WrestleMania coming April 1st. So, Mike, SeatGeek might be the play if you want to go. They put all the tickets across the web in one place to make sure you're getting a good deal. Each ticket is graded to make sure you get a good deal. Look for the green dots. Green mean good. Green mean good. Green mean good.
Oh, dude, green.
Red means bad. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps. So here's the call to action. You know I came through for you guys. Use the code Logan. $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off the first purchase.
Just buy your tickets at SeatGeek, guys, and use the code. He's going to tell you what the code is.
It's Logan. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. Shout out SeatGeek.
I think the only thing that I disliked that Tommy and his family did was try to take your purse after they cowered out of the bet. I thought that was a little. That's a little.
I'm seeing these videos of John Fury and Tommy Fury, and they're like, "Pay up, Jake Paul." Except I remember you, Brandon, in the locker room when John Fury was watching you get your hands wrapped. Brandon was fucking antagonizing him, and he goes, "Hey, about that contract, about the purse, like, why didn't you guys sign it? Why didn't you return it?" And John Fury just cowers into a little ball and goes, "Let's talk about boxing, mate. We're focused on boxing now." And I'm in the background just like stunned because I just seen this dude in real time for the first time show his hand. They weren't willing to actually sign the contract. And then after the fight, when they won, now they're going and talking about being gypsies, how they can't read and right, and they expect you to pay up on something that they 1,000% wouldn't have if you had won the fight.
Yeah, no, and everyone sees through it and is calling him out on it. So much so that John Fury deleted the tweets.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see how.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
I didn't see that narrative unfold.
What I was going to
It
say.
happened like hours ago.
Oh, okay.
What I was going to say earlier when you were talking about the walkout, where I was interrupting you while you were speaking, was he walked out to Creedence Clearwater Revival, to CCR, Fortunate Son. And when I saw him walking out to that song, my first thought was, don't you dare walk out to that song. That is the song our helicopters flying to Vietnam listening to in every movie. And I also said to myself, this is bad. I said, this is a great fucking song, dude.
The Iron Man song? He was in Iron Man? When Iron Man, started getting ready. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this show for. Dude, in my head, I heard.
Was there what surprised you the most about Tommy's approach when he got in that ring? I didn't know what to expect. I hadn't seen tapes. I didn't know what he was going to come at you with. And I automatically saw, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I automatically saw a little bit of your bro in him, in that he's a big fucking kid, dude. Yeah. He's a big dude and he throws a very good one. His jab, to me at least, looked like it was keeping you off of him, and his plan, at least in the early rounds, looked like it was stick the one and move, not move left, because that was into the range of your overhand right. What about his approach surprised you and made you maybe respect him a little bit more?
Just his combinations, honestly. That was the best thing.
Yeah,
is
his hands go.
His hand speed, yeah, and his number of punches was his best attribute for sure. That's what was winning the close rounds for him, was that he was putting combinations together better.
I have a confession. So after the fight, I told you this, I was gutted. I was just so confident in you, as I'm sure you were so confident in me when I lost to KSI. And I think I made a mistake in being really verbal about my confidence, especially to the documentary crew that was following you around for the past 8 months to a year. Mm-hmm. I said, it is so abundantly clear to me the outcome of this fight. I said, if Jake loses to Tommy, he's straight up bitch made. I said that, dude. I said it, and I feel so bad now. I'm gonna look I'm gonna get fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm memed on this documentary when it comes out in November or October. And I'm sorry. I'm telling you now, I'm sorry. I just
I mean, same, but like, who cares? Like,
I care because I feel bad.
yeah, but it's like it's part of the game. It's shit talk. And by the way, like we had that confidence, and I think that confidence is still there, like on a good night, honestly. But it's definitely going to be interesting. And by the way, if the rematch happens before then, when I win,
That's true.
it's gonna be all good.
That's true.
That's
That's true.
It's gonna be.
Do you
good.
think your wet dream played a part of it at all?
bro? I don't know if we could. Should we talk about?
I mean,
this?
I do want to talk about it because I know you didn't want to, but Mom said Jake had a wet dream the night before his fight. I sparked up and I said, no fucking way. I had a wet dream the day of the KSI fight.
Hey, why are you
Yeah.
guys talking to your moms about that?
Very open family.
yeah, very open.
yeah.
family.
Too opened. Too.
I don't think so. I think it's probably a bit
It's
healthy.
probably healthy to talk about sex with your kids. That's probably why.
You know what I used to say growing
probably
up?
why you're like
My parents
this.
used to be like, "That's some white people shit." That's what I used to.
Nice.
That's some white people
Nice.
shit, bro.
WBS.
Nice.
But dude, our lives really do run so parallel. And I know you had been in boxing terms what they call building your batch.
Yep.
So essentially what you do is you don't release in order to build up that testosterone in your body to make you just like some angry fucking
And
fired
I
up.
fucked myself, literally over.
What was your dream about?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
I don't actually even remember.
Cap,
Just like having-
Cap, you nutted and forgot. Nah, you nut and you go. Oh, this
no, because
girl
I literally woke up in a panic. Like fuck.
Worst
Where
thing
was the
ever.
nut?
Fuck.
Worst
Fuck.
thing
fuck,
ever.
Fuck.
Where's the nut? Like where?
Where? Like right now?
no.
Probably somewhere.
Like when?
in
How did
Saudi.
you make this shocking discovery?
Are you
Because like right after you wake up and you like jolt out of it, and I was like,
it's the
oh my
worst thing
God.
ever when you can't stop it either.
Yeah, because bro, you have like
Yeah,
2
oh,
weeks.
yeah,
you have
yeah,
2
yeah,
weeks
yeah.
of testosterone built up, and so the reason a wet dream happens is because your body like needs to release
Right.
that energy. It like knows inside of its in your mind, it's like this is not good, and yeah, I fucked myself.
That's like probably was like an explosion, bro.
100% his dream was him standing above Tommy, knocking him out. It's just
But yeah, it makes your legs weak. I guess the
Totally.
viewers like that's why it's bad. Is it makes your legs weak
Oh,
Why does it make
Like-
your legs weak?
after
because that the sperm is like stored in your legs, and it has something to do with like the neurological connection of like you did exactly what you were put on this earth to do, so you become like relaxed, and oxytocin goes through your body, and you kind of like just get
so your body
lackadaisical.
was like, I don't
and
need
then-
this win. I already nutted.
And then once you,
I've
I
already
don't
done
know.
what I needed to do.
It's really bad, guys. It's really.
and then once you start getting hit in the head, that's why you're like, if you notice when fighters are about to get knocked out, their legs start like jumping all over the place. That's because your head and your legs like are connected once you're getting hit in it.
Did you
So-
nut and sneeze on the law? The
Yeah,
first? Oh, so
same-
you were just
same time.
losing all your
Everything.
shit, just
Everything
nutting,
was coming out.
sneezing.
Just to clarify, you lost because you nutted.
I just
No,
said that.
no,
I just
no, no.
fucking said this.
No,
shit.
but I'm just saying,
God.
is that why you didn't feel good, or is it? Did you?
I think
actually,
it's one of like many reasons.
got it.
I remember when it happened to me mentally, I was kind of destroyed a little bit.
Yeah,
You had just done this thing that isn't easy for 3 weeks to a month, holding your batch. You're building your batch in. It's not easy, and then on the day of the fucking fight, all your progress is destroyed, and you're back to zero. And it isn't like a little release. By the way, it's like
It's like a nut.
it's a lot, dude.
Why the wet
What-
dream
what-
day of?
Could you take like a Viagra or a Blue Chew? Does that help in any
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of way?
no.
What is
definitely
wrong?
not.
What?
with you?
Oh, what is wrong with
Well, what
me?
kind of question is that?
What
Do
is
you think
wrong
having a
with
rock
me?
Hard
That
intercontinental
I'm the wrong
ballistic
one.
missile will
I'm
help.
the wrong one.
Well, the question you're
Oh no, Mom, you wouldn't believe what just happened. I just nutted in my dreams. All right, I gotta call Dad. I'll call you right back.
Wait, but no, I want to know your logic. Why would you think taking a Viagra would help in this situation?
I don't know what is the fucking.
You don't know, huh?
Well, I
Then why
didn't
the
know about the
you're
nutting in the
you're just
legs,
saying
so why-
stuff. You don't know anything then, huh?
If we didn't do that, it wouldn't be called impulsive. It would just be
What-
called
what do
thoroughly
you-
thought out ideas.
All right,
What,
here's the
what
question.
do you know?
What do you know?
Yeah, good question, Logan.
Oh, no.
That's my fucking brother.
I know.
You know
I'll
that
get back to you guys. I'll get back to you guys. I'll
Do
get back to
think
you.
maybe he
Oh
meant-
wait. No.
Do you
I'll
think
get back
maybe
to
you
you.
meant a Roman swipe? Because a Roman swipe makes you the ones make you last longer. Is that what you meant?
Oh, that
did you just did you just misfire?
That's what I meant.
no, it wasn't.
I meant the Roman wipes because you know how they do it in Rome.
God,
I don't know what the fuck Roman
dude.
Reigns
All right. Curb Your Enthusiasm moment he's talking about where he gets like clipped because of something he said.
I don't know what Curb Your
Forget all of it.
Enthusiasm is.
Just forget everything.
What's the theme song? What is it?
Can we start this episode over?
Bro.
I think we should.
Jake is
No. Quick, the theme song for Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Copyrighted immediately.
Should I be more sad?
No, just hear me out.
Should I cry?
Be good for the clickbait.
Yeah. Like right now?
Are you gonna cry?
No.
Okay. What just happened to you? This combat related humbling, which we have seen before.
What do you mean by that?
Have
You're good. That's good.
Unbelievable.
okay, can I ask you this?
I think we should start over.
No. Listen, does it affect the amount of just unrelinquished, relentless shit talking that you do prior to the next fight? Because this was like a big thing that I saw. Like a lot of people wanted to talk about this. Like for example, somebody clipped your pre-fight thing that was like, tomorrow's the day, Tommy. Tomorrow's the day. And then the post-fight where it's like, welp, guys.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's part of the game for sure. Definitely look like a fucking idiot. I think this shit's hilarious too. It's like the Bryce Hall, like, I'm a professional boxer.
Yeah.
I have never said I'm a boxer.
40 street
now
fights.
it's me. I respect it. I think it's funny. But definitely the shit talk is turned down a notch. For sure. If there is a rematch.
No, don't
forward.
do that.
It's
Don't
more
do that.
it's more actions. It's not necessarily I don't know if it's the shit talk, but like less like disrespect. It's
You
like,
respect them more.
yeah, exactly. Like more, kudos. Good job.
But do you also feel like that is such a factor in your sales and marketing for the fights? Like if you look at somebody like Conor, when Conor comes off a L, that doesn't affect his shit talking going into the next fight. In fact, it might even make it more.
He actually
you know
talks
what I'm
about
saying?
your
So I'm
wife.
just
Yeah.
He does. That's what he did. What do you do?
Yeah, I feel like it kind of just depends what mood I'm in. Like sometimes I just want to talk shit. Sometimes I'm just like I don't really care. But I guess even going into the second Woodley fight, I wasn't really talking as much shit. It could still be very entertaining and it's still a massive buildup. But I don't know if those like words are necessarily needed. But I guess we'll see. I'm really like a moody person. Like whatever I feel that morning, that day. Like right now, I'm just like super chill. Don't give it like just vibing. Some days I wake up and I'm like, we just want to troll and be like a little demon and like shake up the internet and talk shit. So that's why there's like so many, I think, different sides of me and my persona.
I have to know, again, I told you this, but watching you just kind of digest what had just happened after the fight was really interesting because I could keenly relate to what you're experiencing, almost to the T, right? Split decision, loss, points taken away. It didn't make sense to me at the time because I'd worked so hard. I had manifested it. And
Nutted the night before.
Nutted the night before. Even that, which is so fucking weird. We're literally the same person, bro. It's
weird.
That's
Fuck,
insane,
That is a
bro.
little weird.
It is weird.
That's very
weird.
weird.
And things like this happen like all the time, like random little nuances that are completely just out of nowhere. And we both have experienced it or done something like it.
And the one thing that I remember after my loss is everyone was saying stuff to me, but like nothing was really landing, nor in my heart did I feel like it mattered. And even when it first happened, I seen like one of the random ring guys like start talking to you about like, he's like, everyone loses in boxing. Like right away, people are just trying to chirp in your ear to make you feel better. And it's annoying because nothing really gets to you. But was there something that anyone said that actually did make it in there that affected you in a positive way regarding this loss?
That's a great question. I think after the initial shock of about 24 to 36 hours, a lot of the stuff that people had said to me and that were texting me collectively started to think or sink in. But I think the most important things were the discoveries I was making through my own personal thoughts and journaling, and the things I was telling myself and actually feeling, because someone could tell you, you know, you look beautiful, but if you don't actually believe that yourself, then you're never going to grow or believe that, obviously. And easier said than done, but it was definitely a collective. I received more praise and love and support after the loss from like friends and fighters and all sorts of people than I did after winning. And I was like, damn, like I should just keep losing because this is great. This is really great.
Join the club,
All
bro.
the love. All the
He goes,
love.
"Join the club."
It's not so
This guy's
bad.
the mayor of the club. He's there every Thursday.
I also want to know, because we talk about manifestation a lot on this show, and I'm pretty big into manifesting. I was really big into manifesting growing up. And I think some people know this story. Like when I first moved to Hollywood, right? Look in the mirror 10 times every morning, every night, repeat to myself, I will be the biggest entertainer in the world. I will be the biggest entertainer in the world. No matter if I was partying, drunk, if someone was at my house, whatever. I didn't care how weird it was. I did it. And I manifested in a really, really intense way for both KSI fights that I would win those fights. The first one was a draw. So then I told myself and rationalized my manifestation not working with, okay, well, I'll get him on the next one. That's when it's supposed to come true, right? That's when my destiny is gonna make sense to me. And then I manifested even harder, and it didn't come true the second time. And truthfully, since then, bro, I've kind of stopped manifesting in that way because I believed it so much so. I had so much conviction in that my reality was that I was going to win that fight, and that's just not how life unfolded that night for you, because you even manifest more than me. If you go into his bathroom, guys, there's paper all over his mirrors about his goals and his ambitions. Is it going to affect how you talk and try to speak your vision into reality?
Yeah, no, I've definitely been battling with this thought for sure, but I think that manifestation is almost like a cherry on top. It's like that extra little bit of belief and psychological warfare with yourself, and basically essentially like you're hypnotizing your own thoughts and creating an energy around yourself that's tangible, and it seeps into the pores of other people, and then this collectively becomes a bigger energy and a bigger thought, and then if it keeps on growing and growing and growing, that's when the manifestation can come to fruition and actually turn into something. But again, it's only probably 10% of it, and if you don't do it, then yeah, if you don't believe in it, then it's not real 100%. But you still have to be physically present, physically there, mentally ready, willing to die, so many things. But it's one piece of the puzzle. And if it worked 100% of the time, then none of us would be sitting here. There's no beauty in that. That's not life. That's not how shit works. Because we would all just wake up in the morning and be like, tomorrow I'm going to find $1 billion. And you say that 100 fucking times, but it's just.
If you're not putting in the work, then it's not going to matter.
But that's what I'm saying. I put in the work, bro. I felt like I could control my destiny.
But
and
I don't
then
know
when,
if
and then when my destiny was like, nah, bitch, I'm your destiny.
No,
I'm doing
but
what I
you
want.
can't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's only you could put in the work. You can do all of the things, but still the destiny is already, I guess, predetermined
Written.
in some sense.
Yeah, it was written.
And you still like, that's why I said it's only the cherry on top. And even if you were physically ready, like, did you have the right coaches? Did you nut the night before the fight? All of these things could throw off so many different aspects, and the butterfly effect of each decision that you make
Is
massive. And by the way, you could still say the things out loud in the mirror, like Jake Paul will win, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't fully believe it, I think that's also part of the problem, because then you start to second guess those other thoughts.
There's an issue with not doing it. And that, just really quickly, I'm not a big manifester, and what that does as a negative for me sometimes is a neutral brain, and a brain that is at rest will sometimes produce thoughts that are counterproductive to victory.
Yeah.
And so by flooding your day, flooding your dialogue with positive reinforcements, that is acting as a shield against what a resting brain or mind may do on its own. Because the last thing you want to do is walk into that ring saying to yourself, yo, there's a chance I might lose today.
No,
No,
see,
thoughts are so powerful, though.
And in fights, I've heard that it can be useful to realize that you are in a situation that could go badly because it can allow you to react certain ways. But if you ask any uber successful businessman, athlete, entertainer in the world out there, they all practice positive manifestation. They are all telling themselves every day, yo, this is done in the Army and the Special Forces. When they get into that water with that raft over their heads, they're saying to themselves, I'm the fucking best. I'm tough enough. I'm the best. Because that positive talk to yourself does work. There's no question about that. Does it work all the time? To your point, maybe not. But it's definitely more beneficial than a resting.
Also,
100%. Thoughts are all that we have. If you wake up, I bet you if a scientist did an experiment with two people who are the same age and they woke up every single day and one said to themselves every single day, I'm old. And they said it 100 times. And then the other one was like, I'm young. I guarantee you the one who was saying I was old would live 10 to 20 years less.
They did a much less version of that experiment with plants. And
playing music and stuff. Yeah.
playing or yelling at a plant.
I believe it was playing music.
And telling a plant to grow. And the plant that was told to grow grew.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also, here's another thing, bro. Like you said, it was your destiny, but maybe your destiny was made for you to lose because you needed. It was the only way to get to Prime or to Mayweather. Like there was a lot of bigger accomplishments that you nailed afterwards.
Well, now it makes sense, but it still doesn't change how I feel about manifesting as hard as I did.
Did you stop doing it?
I don't really do it.
Do you know what
now.
his bathroom says now? I went in it yesterday. There used to be huge signs. You will be the greatest entertainer in the world. Now there's a rug in front of his sink that simply says 2 words. Fuck off.
That's kind of where I'm at.
That's how much of a change he's made, bro.
Well, do you think that's changed your ability to be like happy and like
Not at all. Happiest I've ever been. Achieved more than I ever could have imagined.
Yeah, but again, then like you're kind of wrong in the sense because like your main one was I will become one of the biggest entertainers in the world, and that's exactly what you've done.
So that one for some reason stuck and came a little more true.
maybe you believed it deep down? You didn't believe it.
But I don't even know if I fully believe that though. Like that's a tall order, and I'm trying to do cool things, but I don't care about it as much anymore. Actually, I don't care about it at all. I don't care about being the biggest entertainer on the planet.
Yeah, no shit. You already did it.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, like when you're chilling in like the top 10, you're kind of like, well, I'm like here, I'm close to the top. Like,
what's the metric?
vibing,
Who's
like,
going to decide?
This is pretty chill. It is hilarious that we are both from Westlake, Ohio, fucking getting paid tens of millions of dollars to do any of this shit. And we have the same goal. Him and I are probably going to live on a ranch together with our fucking families off of all this fucking money. None of this means anything unless you have your happiness and your family and your health intact. So it's like business is cool or whatever, but we're just playing the fucking game.
I am very visibly seeing that from both of you guys right now, and I do want to say this. It is so obvious that you guys have turned a corner away from just being driven by any kind of money or visibility only. I say that to both of you guys. Like I'm seeing more and more you prioritize relationships, real pursuits in life and what you actually desire to get from this life outside of entertainment and money and so on and so forth. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the success of your brand or whatever, but like it's palpable and noticeable.
It comes with maturity. It comes with having achieved the goals and having hustled very hard to achieve those goals and feeling a level of accomplishment for me. And I mean, I think you're maturing really rapidly. I don't know if it's like the psychedelics or the like hallucinogenic experiences you've had, but for me, I mean, my priorities very viscerally shifted. And I even I look back in our past at some of the beefs we've had, because you're right, dude, like family is so important. We were in Saudi Arabia, me, you, mom, dad, and it just felt good to just be all together. And like, I really feel now a really tight kinship with y'all that I had. And I look back at some of our beefs and just some of the things I did to that hurt you, and I feel really fucking bad about it, dude. I feel really bad about some of the things I did, and like I'll apologize to you off camera, but like, damn, man, as the older brother, I wish I would have had more wherewithal in how to respectfully and appropriately treat my family when I was younger. And it's a shame that it's taken me this long to like come to terms with that. It sort of in myself. I don't know. I don't know why I'm such like a late bloomer in that regard.
Yeah. No, and I honestly really appreciate that. And I know we've talked about this off camera, and I apologize as well. Like, we were just fucking jackasses and so had our priorities mixed up.
I just think I just should have like I'm the older brother, dude. You know what I'm saying? I do believe it's much easier for me to hurt you than it is for you to hurt me. And I took advantage of that. And that's fucked up.
Yeah. No, and it definitely really hurt me for sure for many years. And it was confusing because I just wanted us to be really, really close. But then I just kept on getting like battered, honestly. And I felt like I was always the one who was like, let's make amends. And it would always kind of get flipped on its head.
Yeah, I don't know what my deal was, man. I'm gonna spend some time in these last part of my 20s.
It's not your fault though. You do what was done to you. You were treated like shit growing up. You were abused. That's a part of our childhood, and there's no running away from that. That's the truth. And so as humans, we do what was done to us because hurt people hurt people. And so there was this void in you, and you didn't know how, any other way, bro. You didn't.
I never felt hurt though. I felt like I was emulating a coldness that the male figure of my life embodies.
That's being hurt.
But
you don't have to feel hurt to be hurt. A lot of people don't even realize why they're drinking or doing drugs or all of these things. There's a void, and that void comes from hurt. And so they're just filling it up. Even other people, going on dates with people, having sex with people, that is filling a void to make yourself feel better about yourself. And there was this cold lack of emotion growing up. I didn't even know what emotions were. We never had an emotional conversation with either one of our parents.
We talked about this on the plane ride back.
Yeah.
About how it affected just when you became the problem child.
Yeah.
We were talking about just how much trouble you were really getting into at that age, and you sort of just being numb to emotion and following along and wanting to just fit in with your friends who were doing gnarly shit.
Yep. To escape from, and to gain back control in my own life and to like have freedom to just be me instead of living in this sort of tyrannical prison of our dad's house.
Ironically, you're kind of doing similar practices now in the opposite end of the scale. Correct? Like, I really admire these disciplines you've put on yourself this year, 2023, that are really, really hard and admirable.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'll let you say them, but right, no drinking.
Yeah.
No sex.
Yep. No drinking, no sex, no watching porn, like to masturbate or anything like that. Daily meditation, like 20 to 45 minutes, tons of books, tons of talks with my life coach / therapist, Susie, on a daily basis. We talk for probably about an hour every single day, understanding like emotional intelligence, self-love, all of these things that to love myself.
You don't think you do?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I can relate to that so much.
Yeah.
What What is it about yourself that you don't love?
I love myself, but it's like it's a muddy hole, I guess. And so I have to, it only shines through sometimes. And I was just taught not to love myself. I was always criticized. I was always, if I didn't get good grades, criticized. You're terrible. You're not smart. You're not this. You lose the wrestling tournament. Oh, you got third place. Fucking, you suck. Why didn't you fucking do that? So I had to accomplish things to love myself. And so I've noticed that, I mean, that's probably why I'm like extremely successful in a lot of senses, because I've just had to accomplish things for me to feel good about my own self. But now it's like shedding that and realizing that me just being me is more than good enough. And I'm important no matter how much money I have, no matter what I just did. And that's why I think this fight was such a gift from the universe, because I think for the first time, I'm really like, damn, I really do love myself. I don't need all of these accolades and accomplishments to feel good. And that's why I'm able to like sit here almost with like a weight lifted off my shoulders over the past couple of days. Because so much of my self-love was placed in accomplishments. Yeah.
So this was almost kind of like a test for you, almost to be able to get through a loss that in the past you would have required to go home and actually continue loving yourself and think that others around you loved you for that. It was almost a test to be able to walk out of that ring with the loss, without the victory, and go home and still say, yo, I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
I feel good about who I am as a person.
Yeah, 100%. And another thing is that people don't realize is like when you are 16 years old and then in front of like tens of millions of people and you're reading comments on a daily basis that are saying you're this, you're ugly, you're that, you suck, you're not funny, you're terrible, go fuck yourself, you should die, I wish your parents never had you. When you're like consuming that as adolescent, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, for 6, 7, 8 years of your life, you're one of the most controversial, hated people on the internet. You start to read those comments and that blossoms in your head if you let it. And I didn't know who I was. I didn't know how to love myself. I was never taught that. I never practiced that. My parents had such conditional love for me. It was only, if I did something good, I would receive love, which is terrible.
Both
and
parents?
So, yes, 1,000%. And so, yeah, you topple that with like millions of comments read over years and years and years. And then you go to the wrong places to fulfill that void of lack of self-love. And that's like alcohol, other people, sex, partying, drugs, accomplishments, money, all of those things that are the heart of Los Angeles. So you're in the city of other people who fucking hate themselves and are trying to become famous to love themselves. And a lot of people, like some of the best people in the world don't love themselves, like the best actors, all these things, like, and they're doing all of this business stuff and growing their brand and all this stuff to feel validated. That's why girls post half naked online. They want to feel validated. They want the male attention. If a girl truly loves herself, she won't need an Instagram for that. And maybe it's one thing if it's a business, but yeah, I was down that rabbit hole tenfold. And by the way, that only makes it worse. So by trying to fill that void with the shit that's not real, you're actually going backwards and you'll end up in a much worse spot. And yeah, that's where I ended up. And for the past 2 years, I guess now, have been on this journey and have done ayahuasca, toad, mushrooms, daily meditation, breath work, and all of these things to really get back to a place of self-love, which is, I think, the key to life.
That was beautiful,
Yeah,
dude.
it was fantastic.
All of that. You are wise beyond your years. And even just like hearing you talk, you evolved so much. And I don't know how or where that came from, because like I am definitely not as emotionally in touch with how I'm feeling or emotionally intelligent, I think, as you are. We had this, like, I just kind of feel brain dead, to be honest with you.
It's a practice, bro. Like, I've been working now for literally seriously working behind the scenes. And it's not fun, by the way. It's not fun to take a look at all the things that created all of these
Under the
monsters
hood.
inside of you and to like uncover them. It's actually quite terrifying and confusing.
I still haven't done it. I'm 30.
And you're second.
I got that hood closed, bro. I'm not bragging, but I understand where you're coming from. And I want to say this too. You both have grown tremendously, both of you. I mean, I've had the blessing and pleasure to be around you guys for the past 5 or 6 years. And I mean, the growth is tangible, immense, and so palpable to me and everyone. And I know you guys both, whether it's boxing or ayahuasca, girlfriends, whatever, like to attribute a lot of your emotional growth and success to the things that you're doing. But I also have noticed that it has been something that you guys stopped doing that has also contributed to that growth. And that's creating daily content and being and living in that atmosphere of fucking feedback, that crowdsourced self-esteem that Kanye has talked about, right? Like those, that always on criticism and critique in a world that I live in still to this day, that doesn't really allow you to ever check in on yourself. That doesn't really ever allow you the time to sit with a therapist or with a loved one and say, yo, I don't know why I feel like this. Let's work on it. Cause you're too busy fulfilling your obligation to an audience. And so that's one thing I noticed about both of you guys. When you guys took a moment to step back from that grind, from that always on approach, and focused on boxing and long-term pursuits, it really gave you some room to breathe.
100%. And that's why I say, like, Hollywood is such a terribly unhealthy place. And there's a reason why damn near every single person that goes there and ends up getting famous and all of these things ends up on almost identically the same path of drugs, alcohol, and all of these dark places. And that's why you hear so many stories about it all the time. And your happiness lies within an audience. You know, everyone knows it's not good to be codependent, right? Like you want to be your own independent, self-loving person. If you're in a codependent relationship where your happiness relies on the other person, that's terrible. It's never going to work out, right? Well, guess what you're doing when you're becoming famous? You're becoming codependent on millions of people for your happiness. And so unless you truly don't give a fuck and can separate yourself from that, it's going to create this terribly fucked up system and feedback loop in your head that's never going to work in your favor.
I had a major breakthrough during the time I was shooting originals, because it was one of the first times in my life where I felt like I was doing the thing I love, creating, but for me. Yeah, I was finally making content that I wanted to make because it really interested me. Putting down that camera and sort of putting the audience on hold for a second was so liberating. When you're doing stuff consistently for other people for so long, and I say this all the time, but you're just constantly just giving your energy. Like, how much do you have for you to even just discover who you are in a developmental period of your life? And finding myself and truly being able to say that I became a person that I love is the most freeing, relaxing, motivating feeling I've in space that I've ever lived in my whole life. And perhaps that's why I mentioned earlier, I'm the happiest I've ever been. Perhaps that's why I'm achieving these goals that are far beyond what I ever could have imagined. And I'm not even like in my head, I don't know what they look like ahead of time. It's not like I'm shooting for something. I'm just like doing what I love. Yep. I'm doing what I love. And I found this contentness and I'm so fucking blessed and grateful for it. But I think to make this a little bit relatable for anyone listening, and so like the takeaway here is, I guess, just be really cognizant of your energy, and you know, it's not good to be selfish, But how much of your life are you living for you, and how much are you giving away? Do you have any left for yourself? I really do believe that's important.
Yeah, that's the key to life, man. And we're not human doings. We're human beings. So if you could just be and master the art of yourself and being in a room alone and can make yourself happy, that's the most important thing. And the fact that you've now found this after so many years is really awesome. And I'm proud of you for that, honestly. Because it's not easy, man. It's not easy at all.
No, yeah, no. I mean, well, well, Mike, something you haven't done enough is fucking lost, bro. Recently, you lost a lot, in that tough decade of your life, you know. But I definitely think getting hit in the fucking face and failing and losing on, like, you know, whether it's a small scale or big scale, can help you evolve in a way that you could never imagine.
If you don't, I could sit here forever and just do what I'm doing. But if you never take chances to evolve, you can't. Like, I found a comfort zone, and I hate that.
I mean, you could see it, bro. You found a little.
I love what I do.
No,
and
it works.
I
It works.
love the content, but it's just I want to. We have a couple more topics to cover today
All right.
before we dive into it, because that's a long hole. This was wonderful, but I got to bring us back to the internet, because there's a few more topics that we got to cover today. Okay,
I say we sit here for 5 hours and
easy.
fucking do
Well,
a
we have
super
a dinner,
episode.
but we can continue it at the dinner.
Did you guys
if
want to
want.
come to the dinner, by the way?
Yeah.
Can you add two?
Logan's relationship with Dana White and UFC is not the only contentious relationship that he has in his life that's related to you. You walked out of that ring after a tough loss, and within seconds, there was a viral video from a man named KSI just digging fucking in. I can quote him. He was smoking on that Jake Paul pack. And I want to ask you, you know, was there anything that happened there that you didn't expect? And I also want to then get your reaction and what that was like for you in a moment where you knew your brother was going through it, to see your business partner, your friend, your co-creator, taking advantage in that moment. I just want to get some feedback from both of you guys. Jake first.
I don't know. I didn't see the videos. Again, talk is cheap, because with all that talk of whatever he said, he's still afraid to sign the contract.
So you're saying the reason the fight's not happening right now is just 100% KSI.
Yeah. So he could talk all that shit, but like, let's go in the ring 100%. Like, talk that shit. Let's sell some fucking pay-per-views, brother.
So it's just the ball's in his court. Would you consider a KSI fight prior to a Tommy Fury rematch?
No. And KSI has never fought anyone good. So it's like all that talk is from.
I'm only laughing because he's laughing.
Why?
Because he fought you.
Oh
no! Oh fuck! That really hurts. That really hurts, Jake.
I'm sorry. I tried my best to not. I turned out of frame. You could have done the same, George.
I don't know why. Jake said that. I was like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right.
Wait, but I am right, because even when you fought him, you weren't good. You're great. You're good now.
Undeveloped.
And this is the thing. When I make my pound for pound list, they're like, why does Jake put Logan above KSI? KSI beat him. If you guys fought now, you would win. You're a different fighter than back then. So it's like,
my partner.
Let me say something. So I obviously want to try to stay neutral here, but and JJ's done a phenomenal job at winning everything he does.
Maybe Jake could just give the feedback for it.
No, he's done a great job at winning everything he does. It's because of his confidence in himself.
For sure.
And JJ clowning on Jake in that moment is like inevitable. Like,
Yeah, it's warranted.
Like obviously he's gonna fucking do
No,
that.
100%.
Like he has.
I would do the same.
He has to do that.
Yeah, I would do the same if he lost, no doubt.
He has to do it. It's just like you said, bro. It's the game.
Yeah.
It's the game. It's what you do, and then if you lose, you deal with it then. And JJ, fortunately for him, has not gotten humbled yet, and maybe he won't. Maybe he will. That's up to the gods to decide.
That's what I mean though, is all things considered. Like, I talk a lot of shit, but I back to back schedule these fights and go in the ring and do them. Whoever it is, anywhere, anytime, any place. I've backed that up and proven it and shown it. And so he's hot on Twitter. You know, he's got the Twitter fingers, but when it comes to actually fighting me, you have been gone, absent, haven't actually showed up, haven't actually signed the contract. So talk is cheap, and let's just hope he gets into the ring and we can settle all the shit talk there after I go back and avenge this loss with Tommy Fury.
So it's Tommy Fury, and then this gets back on the schedule. So like, I like that fight, and not saying that you shouldn't fight Tommy again, because I like the idea of unfinished business and leave no doubt. But I love that KSI fight because of what I said earlier, which is I believe you guys are both scrappers. And I believe, and honestly, I like it, but I don't like it for the same reason your brother. I love you, bro. I love you. And watching your growth is fucking inspirational. But I have also come to, and always have very much respected JJ and do like JJ very much as well. So the idea of it, I probably sit somewhere around the same place as him on it. But that is that's the super fight. That's the fight, dude. I'm sorry. Like, there is
not as big of a fight as you think.
I disagree. For what reason? Do you think it loses the mainstream?
Is
it a mainstream?
Yeah, we both. I mean, I have a mainstream audience,
Yep.
and so does the Fury name. So that's why superstars were there, Ronaldo, all this shit. No one really knows. Like, celebrities don't care about KSI. He has like all the little like internet kids wrapped around his finger, but that's also all the kids who still watch me fight because they hate me. So it's like we have a lot of the same crossover audience, and it doesn't engage like the professional boxing combat sports world nearly as much as me versus Tommy.
I would love to see the revenge of the Pauls and have
that. Sorry, and this is why I've said like I'm KSI's end goal, right? But like for me, there's bigger fights out there.
So that's a pit stop,
It's a pit stop, and
it's a million plus buy event. It is. It's a million and a half plus buy event.
KSI has only sold 200,000 pay-per-views max.
Here's what I think.
And that was against him.
I understand.
Yeah, you guys sold 240,000.
No, we did 1.1
That's a lie.
at $10.
Oh, the first fight with like me and Deji and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is $10 million.
The second one was between
On DAZN, yeah.
I don't think it was too. I thought it was more like 300 to 400,000.
There was 200,000 subscribers who had already paid for DAZN that watched it, or 400,000 that watched it, but they already had paid for DAZN, and then you added 220,000 new subscribers at $20, which is only, you know,
I see.
However many millions of dollars.
Okay.
KSI's never sold a proper pay-per-view at $50, $60.
But also at the time, you didn't have any mainstream boxing credibility, which you have a shit ton of now. You have a metric shit ton of fucking credibility in the mainstream space as far as ESPN is concerned, who, by the way, did you very dirty on Snapchat. And we could talk about that in a second.
I showed him. I can't believe
Horrifying.
What a picture.
Oh my, just the picture and the title was mind blowing.
If you get hit and your face kind of like orients itself in a way.
He knows what picture you're talking about for sure.
Yeah.
But the title was.
But then, like,
it was like
who
Jake Paul is
cares?
officially a loser.
It's just Snapchat. Snapchat is brutal. Forget that for a second.
Let him get the clicks, bro.
He brings it up and he goes, "Forget that." For a second.
because it was just a pit
He's
stop.
like, they think you're a fucking. You know what? Just forget
a
about
fucking
it.
what?
Huh?
A fucking what?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just said they think
Jake is a hobo.
What were you gonna say? I'm just curious.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Interesting.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Today. I'm just kidding. I forgot what I was going to say. Actually, someone
something
fucked
about-
me up there.
Something about the
Oh
mainstream
yeah. So now that you have
I didn't
boxing,
say anything. I'm watching you.
I'm fucking onto you.
I didn't say anything.
I'm this close to having you expose yourself.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't, but you almost did. And I saw it. We all saw it.
No, I didn't.
We saw it. It will be replayed.
No,
I guarantee people are going to be frothing at that moment.
no, I don't think
You
I
were-
think
you
you're
were-
assuming, and you know what happens when you assume. You make an ass out of you and me. Don't do this to yourself.
What were you going to say?
Me? I was like, Jake's in a rut. See, you judged. You need to stop judging people.
Before you used that word in that context, I'm pretty sure you had no idea what that word was.
Rut. No, I've been in a rut for a very long time now. I've been swimming in it.
Disagree. I think you've been doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
what did you think the word was going to have to do with like transgenders
Yeah, what did you
or something?
think-
Like, what did
what
you?
did
think?
you-
I don't know. Like, where were you going with this?
Yeah,
Well,
what did
I
you-
don't
what
fucking
the
know.
freak? Logan,
Like,
what
you
did
made
you
it seem
think?
like he was about to
The
drop
first-
like some
the
real.
first thing that popped in your head. What did you think it was?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It could have been Jake's a rotten kid. It could have been Jake is, you know what I mean?
Oh, what is there something on this bone you're chewing?
Oh, there's something.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
What
That's
the
wild.
fuck is wrong?
Damn.
You're
wild.
You're wild.
Dude,
That's I can't believe
him
he
outta
said
here.
that.
How did I not notice that's where you're where you were going?
First of all, shame on all of you guys. I didn't even. The fact that you guys think I would say that is kind of ridiculous. Do you even know who I am?
Dude.
And by the way, I was in special ed class growing up, so
Damn.
I kind of could get away with saying that because everybody called me it growing up.
Yo,
So
this is
say it.
Crazy.
Say
right
it?
Then say it
I
now.
don't feel comfortable saying it now.
Why
I feel
not?
like I'm being
You put him on the
pressured into
spot.
saying
Why not?
that.
You put him on the spot.
I don't want to.
Mr. Kinda get away with it.
Nah, I can't.
Get away with it.
I'm okay. I'm gonna pass on this one.
Yeah. I'm gonna get your ass.
Yo, what's going
onto
on
you.
right
Do you
now,
do you
man?
dress yourself when you wake up?
Do I dress myself?
No, God does. Look at his shirt.
What's going on right now? I don't like what's going on here.
Made in heaven.
Made in heaven.
No, not with you. Why is everyone looking at George and talking about him?
I mean, this is not a new thing, bro.
I think it is your time though.
To leave?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Never,
To
never.
Oh, thank
die?
you.
What are you saying?
No, I want
George,
you. I
it's
want
your
you.
time.
I think it's your time. For,
Is
yeah,
it?
I think
oh,
it is.
thank God.
I think it's your time. Get it.
Okay.
Get it.
So, Jake, I'm very excited that you're here right now because this is obviously about me. You guys remember how you guys told me to quit music?
It was a suggestion.
And by the way, great suggestion. Great suggestion. And by the way, not one that all of my friends in Arizona have suggested before. All of them. And it's true, I was terrible at music. But I want to show you a
You weren't
song
terrible.
that I wasn't terrible?
No, you just
Dude,
weren't.
you keep giving me these compliments today. You got
Yeah.
me
You,
on
you
one,
were
bro.
you were never terrible. You were just good.
Yeah,
And we live
You
in
gotta-
Hollywood where you
yeah.
got to be a fucking
you gotta be
superstar.
superstar.
Okay. So just a little quick explanation on why I'm showing this to my friends. I'm not like doing anything for this song, but I'm very excited. You know who Rami is? You did some music with him as a producer.
yeah, of course.
So he does a lot of people's music, and Tanner Fox was at my house, and he said, dude, I can't believe you know that producer. I would love to meet him. So I call him up, and you know, have you ever had a dream? I mean, you've had a dream. You know how you have a dream and you forget about it, and then you remember when you see somebody or do something? I saw him, and I go, whoa, bro, I had a dream about you last night that you produced me a hit song, like something that people actually like. And he starts laughing, and he goes, bro, you're fucking with me. And I go, no, why? He goes, I had that dream last night. And I was like,
So
there's no
weird.
way. So my girlfriend and Tanner were like, well, you have to go to the
Dude,
studio.
What the fuck are you saying?
4 people witnessed
You
this.
both randomly had a dream about each other. 2 men randomly had
I
a fucking
swear
production dream about it. Like,
do you want me to
I'm
call him?
just saying- No,
Do
I
you
don't
want me to call
care,
him?
but I'm just saying you might have said it and he might have said it, but the fact of it actually happening, I'm sorry it didn't happen. You did not have a dream about Rami the producer, and Rami the producer random was like, George Janko's gonna produce a hit song with me. How the fuck would that happen? In what fucking universe did that happen? Y'all just had random dreams about each other.
I swear on your new hairline.
Oh shit!
And
Well,
we
that's
all
pretty rock
we
solid-
know
rock
that's
solid.
not rock solid. I'm sorry.
It looks good.
Did I
Thank
take it too
you.
far?
No, that's one place.
And I was asking you if you
could have
dress
said a lot
yourself
of
because I
things.
like
You
your
could've-
outfit.
Really?
Yeah,
You could have said my
You
stomach.
guys do the push and pull with me so much, it makes me nauseous, bro.
We're
If I was
jerking
on
off
a
your
first date with you
emotions,
guys,
man.
I'd be so fucking insecure.
I would have gone on my flat feet, my fat stomach, drug addition, the hairline, rock solid.
You're
I'm
out of-
sorry, Smile Hair Clinic did a great
Anyways,
fucking job,
fuck
dude.
me, bro.
They
Welcome
did.
to the emotional rub and tug, brother.
I just I wanted to show you guys because I'm not
Show us what?
I'm not going
Show
into
us what?
the song. I have a freestyle. I came on the song. Sorry, I'm just throwing a lot of things that might spark some shit on you. God, I'm so nervous now, bro. But this is what happened. I came into the studio and he said, "Hey, I was working on this song to give it to Kanye West's team." And he goes,
Daddy
was
Kanye
about-
said he likes Hitler. No, I can't.
it was about Jesus getting nailed to the cross, and I freestyled on it. I was gonna delete it, but then my girlfriend and Tanner said it should be out there. So I would love to show you guys the Heart of David freestyle.
You got balls, kid.
I'm not a
You got
musician. I don't give a
fucking
fuck.
balls.
So-
George has been preparing us
so
about
what
this
the
song
fuck?
for last night.
Hey, Kevin,
Drop that, please. Say
Oh, he's
drop
playing it in here.
could you put it up a little bit more?
Oh my god.
Is it loud for you guys?
And you had thorns in your head.
Could you put it up more, Kev?
They nailed you to the cross.
How do you guys hear it?
It's good, yeah.
Oh, how you bled. It must have been a lonely. Oh, way to go.
I asked God, give me the heart of David. Honestly, I'm not patient. The devil getting frustrated. The weed is making me lazy. A generation full of babies. Honestly, I can't take it. United States, but honestly, I don't think it's united at all. I'm over here looking like I'm about to go fall. My mental illness is taking the toll of it all. Or Jesus over here like, yo, homie, give it all. To me, a prodigy, I oughta be. An epiphany, they be coming at me at night. My tongue sharper than any one of your knives. The demons sweating, they see me, they grip on tight. I see your demons, I'm telling them it's on sight. I'm just playing, I don't fight, I do pray. I only go the way of Mr. Yahweh. Try to correct me, but I'm stuck in my old ways. And that way, he don't play like no way. So I gotta get out of my own damn way.
And soldiers walked around the three signs of peace. I mean the cross. I mean the crosses. And one of them stuck his sword in the side of the prophet. Then the blood came streaming down from his head and his side.
Wash me now,
The
wash me
man's
now,
eyes
wash me
that was
now.
blind
Yeah, yeah,
and could not see.
yeah, yeah. Wash me now, wash me now, wash
Just
me.
like some people like you and me.
Wash me now, wash me now, wash me now.
I'll tell you he's gone.
Yeah, wash me now, wash me now. Ooh, the cross came and then washed me down. I'ma go ahead, put me on a crown. I'm the son of the Mr. Ruler now. The devil screaming really out loud. He not proud. I got the chains on him now. Ooh, Jesus, walk Shot Town. Ooh, Shot Town, Mr. AZ hot now. I bow down to no one unless it's the Holy One. I'm the only one who's speaking the truth. On you too. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you choose. Are you heaven to hell proof?
Damn. That's kind of flame, bro.
I'm about to convert. 100%.
No. Okay. Who's first? Or we just
I can hear Kanye on that. It sounds like
Yeah.
It sounds
That
like
beat
Kanye.
is
Dude, and somebody came up to me, and Milt said this as well. He goes, "Bro, you sound black." And I go, "Oh, thank you." I was really, I was thrown back by how many people that always wanted me to quit listen to that song, and they're like, "What the fuck? This doesn't sound like you."
the beat is crazy. And by the way, like you that's better for coming from you than anything else I've heard. Is that an accurate statement?
I don't know.
Oh,
I like some of your other songs better. I think
I like
Really?
your tone on that way better. I think the second verse was better for sure.
Yeah.
And
I like
also
the
like
first
it's
verse
not
more.
like my type of music where it's like
that was gonna be
preaching
my
and shit, like,
that was gonna be my question. Is
I don't know, but-
like
like when I listen to music, I want to listen to music. I don't want to like go to church.
Fair enough.
But Kanye had success with his, but he's Kanye.
I
But,
went. I went. The first time I rapped on it, I was like, "Yeah, these." And the guy stopped me. He goes, "Stop." He goes, "Just talk about like what you're actually dealing with." And I've been praying to have the heart of David. So like, I just went into it. I was like,
that was
"Ah,
cool,
God, give
bro.
me the
That was
heart of
cool,
David."
bro. I think like as like a passion thing for your like to just do because you want to hop on and spit about something you're passionate about. That's fucking fire, bro. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to be a musician, but I feel like once in a while when I'm having a lot of things on my chest, I would go into the studio and see if it forms into something that like is nice as
you
this.
go for it, bro.
I think
It's
whatever
good.
artistic release.
I think it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
And it's good to like get those thoughts out and like
No, it
creatively.
was. It felt really, really
Yeah,
good.
it's
to
like
get 'em out.
it's
Like a hip hop journal.
it's
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Like
therapy.
You just journaled hip
therapy.
hopically.
Yeah.
If you would have heard that, would you have thought it was me?
I mean, I could tell your voice.
I know you
but-
so well. Yeah, probably.
Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you guys for letting me play here.
Yeah, of course. We'll probably cut all of it, but it's fine. Yes, but,
Yo,
what
this
should
is
we-
crazy right
what-
now, bro.
What do we even talk about now?
I think we should do an episode where we talk about like space and time and psychedelics
we
shrooms
could
and
snap on a
different dimensions,
on a deep
Huge
ass.
dimension.
aliens and stars and
UFOs.
I'm trying to think if there's anything we talked about on the plane that was.
I never got to say anything about Australia ever. I love that country, dude.
it's a great
I just want to
place.
give one last shout out to Australia, dude.
Yeah, shut
That
up.
was there's so much to unpack, but I'll never get a chance to. Your shoes, yo. Tommy Fury got them shoes. Those are cool shoes, bro.
Thank you, man. I don't think he probably doesn't have these.
Yeah, but you know it's so funny about your shoes when your feet get hot. You
Yeah.
see it get moist in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
does it
Oh.
fog up like a window? Like a
Yeah, they need
Get some
Mercedes-Benz
moist
window?
feet, my guy.
they need some window.
I got one. I got something.
Oh,
Yeah, me versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. It's going down. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Well,
It's official.
Oh,
It'll be official,
actually?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's going down. I got confirmation. Me versus Seth Rollins.
Well, y'all been beefing, bro.
Yeah, well,
You fucking curb
that's
stomped
not
him,
true.
dude.
That's not true. He's been beefing with me.
Ooh.
I
Bro,
don't-
you put a foot into his
Mm.
dome piece, bro.
Yeah, WrestleMania, April 1st in Los Angeles
Wow.
on my birthday.
That's
wow.
crazy.
Crazy, right?
Your birthday's historically not been the greatest day for you. Not to put any bad vibes into the sky.
I've been thinking about that.
You got you got shitty Lambo, shitty shrimp. You had breakups with your brother, breakups with your best friend.
yeah.
You've had all kinds of shit. It's April Fool's Day.
It's
Shitty
been
day to
horrible.
be born.
Got hacked.
To be
You
honest.
got hacked on your birthday.
You've
Got
had all
hacked on my
kinds of
birthday
shit.
once.
That was
Oh.
terrible.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah, you have a terrible. You know why? Because guys like, haha, April
Yeah.
Fools. Ha.
Idiot.
I'm a cosmic joke.
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone else is having fun with it.
Who is Seth Rollins?
So that's what the question that I was asking.
Because he sounds like a fucking bitch.
Just goes right into it.
Damn.
He actually said some not so nice things about your loss in his promo
crazy.
last week.
That's crazy.
So I didn't know who he was either until I got into wrestling. Apparently, he's pretty big in the wrestling world. I
Yeah.
will say,
Not that big.
Ooh.
Are you fighting Seth Rollins?
I'll beat the fuck out of him.
I know who he is now. I will say this: he's very good at what he does.
Mm.
He's very good at what he does. He's he's probably top 3 in the business right now.
Really?
And for that reason, it'd be an honor to take him on at WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm really happy with this matchup.
Is
Yeah.
he liked? Like, is he?
I don't know. I think he's liked because of how good he is at being like the villain, kind of conniving, funky energy. He has like Joker energy a little bit.
He was at Royal, wasn't he? Or was he?
yeah,
not?
he was the one. He was the one I eliminated.
Oh yeah,
at
that's
Royal.
right.
That's how
right,
this
my
started.
Bad, my
That's
bad.
how this
correct,
started.
Correct. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just hard to be afraid of a guy named Seth.
That is true. I think every Seth is like you smile at a Seth,
Oh
right?
yeah.
It's like oh, like here's like something. I feel bad because
What?
you're just nothing.
Let me take this
Like,
even
here's
further.
Something.
Let me take this even further. You know how like
Like, yo, like, do you need like water? Like, what's going on, Seth? Like,
You guys have clearly never run into Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
he's actually exactly who I'm thinking of.
Seth Rogen's not nice.
Jake, his nickname.
He's so nice. He's the nicest.
I
person.
literally said they're all nice.
Yeah, because his name's Seth.
Seth Rogen.
Seth
It's
is,
like yeah, it's like
He's gonna come on the show at some point. He's got a company called Houseplant.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, he's the nicest person.
He's a houseplant.
He does Alzheimer's fundraisers,
That's great.
HFC.
It's great.
Hey, I do have one quick one because you two boys are. Is it okay? Because you guys are from Ohio. I just want to say this really quick. I spent a little bit of time with another Ohioan recently in the Gold Coast.
You also could say Ohioan. That
Ohioan.
works. Yeah.
I was getting on the elevator at the Langham Hotel in the Gold Coast, and a man got off the elevator as I was getting on, and I turned and I said, "That's Dave Chappelle." It was fucking Dave Chappelle randomly on a Tuesday getting off the elevator, and I said, "Dave,
And he
fuck
was
you
like-
doing in Australia?" Dave?
And Dave was like, "Who are you?"
Oh, he goes,
No.
Mike, I got a show in Brisbane tonight. Why don't you come? So we go to his show, and after the show, went into his red room because his room is completely red after his shows and before his shows because it keeps him in like the right mind space or whatever. And I wanted to tell you guys this because I went in there and this man is so, and you know this obviously, is so impressed by what you guys are doing. I mean, for 40, pretty much the whole night after that, 'cause I got the, opportunity blessing to spend 6 uninterrupted hours with Chappelle in Brisbane and go to
That is
dinner
my-
and go out. And
I'm so jealous of that. That's
it
crazy.
was incredible. I mean,
Out of
he's-
all of the trips or Insta stories or anything you've ever done, Mikey, that one I got so jealous, bro. Like you got to actually spend time with him. Not like quick.
So LP has in the past as well, and that's how I met him originally. Because
But
he's-
not like that.
No, bro,
Right,
the
it was-
entire
it was,
night.
It was just them.
also
me-
he
me-
also had dinner with Arnold. So
me-
that's
That was
me-
awesome.
that's crazy,
That was
bro.
fucking cool.
me, 2 girls that were with me, and David the German and Dave Chappelle.
It was just them
for 6
dude.
hours. I mean,
That's
we
insane.
ate steaks together. We went to the club together. We spent an entire night in Brisbane. It was fucking insane.
You got an unfiltered comedy show.
Oh,
in
and
front of you.
he is who he is. You know this. He just is who he is on stage. Like he is fucking hilarious.
That has to be your highlight night. There has to
It
be.
surely is. But one thing I've learned from it is like that I'm telling this story only this part of it, but like it's something you've always told me is like you kind of have to protect stories that you tell.
Yeah,
because-
yeah.
But I'm the only reason I'm telling it and
You can let him
beyond just it being a cool story is because he had so much positive shit to say about you guys, man. And I wanna give you guys flowers from a go of industry. I mean, he just couldn't stop talking about what you guys have done to reinvigorate the sport of boxing, and a sport which has been extremely impactful and important to Black culture, which Dave is obviously a fucking leader in and one of the goats of, and just could not stop talking about what you guys have done for the sport. And I just wanted to give you guys that message, and I think you'll probably continue seeing him at your fights. You've gotten a chance to both meet him. He's fucking incredible.
Legend,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
Do you see anything about me?
No.
He's surely seen the show many times. He wants us to go to Yellow Springs.
But did he say anything like?
Not specifically, but
Okay.
I think in sentiment, yes.
Yeah,
in
probably-
sentiment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he wants us to go to Yellow Springs and spend some time there, which I think would be fucking awesome.
Dave is unbelievable. That's a one of one right there.
Dude, this dog has a big head like you, bro. Look at this. You guys
he
have
does
some big heads.
the first thing he said when he saw how big his head was this time around, he said, "Dude, that dog has a Jake Paul head."
That's crazy.
No, there's no way you took that offensively. Did you have,
Wait, from you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Bro, your head is
Yeah.
larger than the
No, I
average
know.
human's.
No.
That's why girls love it
But did you? I thought you
because
said
it
it.
stimulates their vagina better.
Nice.
What? Is
Oh,
that
you're talking
true?
about.
Is that
Oh,
true?
Yeah.
He's
What were you
talking-
talking about?
Your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about.
Oh.
When I saw the dog's head, I was like, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
You are well endowed. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Thanks, man.
You guys want to start this podcast over?
I honestly would be down. I'm not even kidding.
I'm so excited to show you guys this song I've been listening.
I'm gonna tell you something. Anytime we've ever walked off this show, except for the 300th episode, where we were like, that was not our best episode, people are like, that was incredible fucking shit.
Yeah, I feel like I just
It-
like fucked that whole
Nah, you
like
didn't, bro.
episode up.
It was,
When?
it was
When?
good, dude.
Just right now, like today, like the episode we just.
What
Did?
by the penis comment?
No, he means just in general. Like,
Yeah. I
No.
feel like
Is
it
there
was
any?
boring.
No, it was not. It was not.
No. Yeah, you had some real good moments.
Hi, Queen.
Is there anything you'd want to add before we?
I don't know. We're done. We're done. I don't even know.
No.
I don't
Do you
even.
want to play
we're-
the song
we're
and
not-
fade it out?
we're
and-
not done.
for the episode?
It's fine.
We're
sure.
not done.
Or
Okay.
should we all just sing it out loud and then we kind of fade
All
out?
right. Jake is a hobo.
Why you ask me? I got no clue. I'll play the bridge as we go out.
Uh,
All right. Thank you guys for listening
Oh,
to
we
this
didn't do a
episode
freestyle.
of
To,
Impulsive.
damn.
yeah, we should do a freestyle to end. No,
I'm
Logan,
here
it's
for that.
tradition. It's tradition.
We usually
Every
do.
time I'm on the episode,
Yeah.
we have
Oh,
to
really?
freestyle.
Yeah.
But we need a
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah.
How we gonna
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sports bettings. Get your cheddar.
Yeah.
Use better. Most competitors. Celsius versus Prime is
Yeah,
a crime.
yeah.
Drink slime. I got a pump.
Hey.
I use it to fill my bike tires. I'm
Hey.
tired.
Yeah,
Retired.
yeah.
I don't make
Ooh.
content. My sentiment is feeling kind of corny.
corny.
But I'm horny because I
Horny
ain't been
boy.
fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep on trucking.
Hey.
Get that
Hey.
dick sucking. Big
Hey.
luck. Big daddy fucks.
Yep.
Eat
Big-
your cake, passed it to Jake.
Jake.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Pass it to me. I got the rock now.
All right.
I'm feeling hot now.
Yeah.
It's my shot now.
Okay.
I took a loss now.
Ooh.
I'm finna make it back.
Ooh.
I'm finna smoke some crack.
Yeah.
I'm finna smoke some crack.
Ooh.
I'm finna put some crack
Yeah.
in the mucking back.
Yeah.
It's like a Big Mac.
Hey.
Do it in black in the Cadillac. Going hella fast. Yeah, that's how we do it round here. On Impulsive going ham. How we do it round here. I
Yeah.
ain't playing with them this year. Yeah, I'm making my money.
Ooh.
Yeah, I took a loss. I got a
Ooh.
couple Bugattis now.
Ooh.
Who the fuck gonna
Ooh.
stop me when I'm in the fucking flow? Gotta go. Gotta fuck your fucking hoe. And I
Oh.
pass it to my motherfucking bro.
Oh,
Pass it to the bro. I ain't gonna fuck Jake's hoes. I'm gonna attack this beat and Jake does crack. That's heat. Yeah, Miami. We're going on this weekend to Lele Pond's wedding. Wedding, weather, cheddar. Get some bread. I make some bread.
whoa. I'm about to hurl if you talk about making.
Bro, I'm
bets,
sorry, we can't do
Barstool
these
Sportsbook.
freestyles.
Not
we can't because I say fucked up shit.
well. His brain wasn't in the right place.
We should start over.
the whole episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the freestyles.
Can't
too.
talk about. Better off dead, leaving the couch, stick it in her mouth. Logan.
Yeah. We're done.
Cable,
We're done.
Coral,
We're done.
Coral, Gables.
Cable
We're going to
Coral.
Miami.
Cable
Grammy.
Coral.
Playing Johnny
Lele
Rummy.
Pond's
you guys
wedding.
for watching
Lele.
this episode
Got
of
the
Lele.
money.
We love you.
Lele
We
Pond's
love
wedding.
you.
Lele.
Nothing
Hit that
but
Lele.
subscribe button.
Lele
Hit the
Pond's
subscribe
wedding.
next time.
Lele.
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 Podcast
Lele
the
Pond's
world.
wedding. Lele.
Tropical punch.
And second of all, as the highest and most biggest promoter of Prime in the history.
Then
Don't
say
give me
it.
any
Then
fucking
say
shit.
it.
Prime. UFC, Dana White. Adesanya, Masvidal. Fighter pay. UFC, Prime. KSI, Simon, bang. What do you fucking want from me?
I'm good now.
dude?
I'm good. I was just wondering.
Damn, this shit fucking. I'm fired up! Prime! Drink Prime! What do you fucking want from me? What do you fucking want
That was
from
it.
me?
That's all I wanted.